Yo, Urban News Journal family. Marcus Hart here. I'm your ex-soldier turned faith warrior, coming at you raw, live in the red. Well, not necessarily live, but picture this though. Let's get right into it. That you're in the city and you're pushing yourself, you're grinding. Come to find out, your rent's late, right? Your rent is totally late. Isn't that a shame? Okay, so maybe the landlord shady. Or maybe some hustler might have scammed you. Or you may be facing something else that could land you right into court. So, what about them lawyer fees, right? Hmm? Man, they're going to bleed you totally dry before you even start. Does this at all sound familiar? Am I hitting anybody's head or getting into somebody's chest? Well, I've been there before. Broke, burned out, staring down the urban chaos, right? In a little city called Milwaukee. And what happens if you don't have a lawyer? Can you still win? Spoiler alert. Yeah, family, actually, you can win. Today, I'm going to be breaking it down. I'm going to be breaking it down 25 minutes of straight up real talk, Jesus level hope, and street smarts steps that's going to fight for you, or should I say, fight for yourself by using these street smart steps. This ain't no legal jabber. It's actually a lifeline for the depleted. So let's roll on. So look around. Look around, family. Urban life is a straight up battlefield. Poverty is absolutely putting a squeeze on us. And justice, well, that feels like a rich man's game when you think about it. And no lawyer, right? You're not sunk. Okay. You didn't get sunk with the ship. It's not going down with you. What it's called pro se, representing yourself. It happens all the time, especially in small claims court. You think lower disputes, unpaid debts, up to like 10,000 at the most in most spots. I've seen brothers and sisters in the hood stare down eviction notices, no cash for a suit, and still walk out with a W. You can get that W. Okay, stick with me. But it ain't easy. The courts, they don't care. They don't care about your sob story unless you bring the heat. So, can you win? Of course you can. But you got to know the game. So, stick with me. I'm about to unpack it for you. Now, small claims. Is that your spot? Less rules, no fancy law degree. You versus them. That's what it's going to be straight up. But here's the kicker, though. No lawyer means you are the muscle. Putting in the research, putting in the paperwork, all of it. Jesus didn't need a middleman to flip over the tables. Remember that? So you don't either. But you still got to show up. You got to show up absolutely ready. So let's break it down. How do you even begin to start? Okay. Now, I've been in some situations where I had to represent myself in family court and also had to represent myself criminally too. And I was able to find some favorable deals, doing it. I'm not going to sit up here and brag like every case was a home run, but I have had some slam dunks in my time. So small claims courts, though, they got limits. So you want to check your state. That's the first part of the fight. So you want to know what the fight is. Usually the 5,000 to the 10,000, is somewhere around there. That's the limits. Landlords can straight up stiff you though. Maybe the car shop, maybe they screwed you over. That's your lane. So step two, you want to gather all your ammunition. You want the evidence. What evidence do you have? Do you have receipts? Do you have text messages? Do you have photos? You want to stack it up like a soldier that is prepping for war because you're going to be going to war. I've seen folks lose because they showed up empty handed. Don't be that guy or that gal. Okay. So, step three, you want to build your case. How do we build our case? First of all, write it out. Know what it is, know what happened, what they owe, and why you are right. Okay. And you want to keep it tight. No fumbling with the words, no stuttering, none of that. You want to practice it. Know what you're saying. Stand in front of a mirror if you got to, and let it all rip. Let it all flow out clear as day. Judges don't got time for the mess. So step four, hit that course up, courthouse up, not the course. Pay the fee, which is usually between $20 and $50. then they'll set you a date. Sometimes they even waive it if you don't make enough money and you want to show up sharp, dress clean, speak bold, stick to the facts. Jesus faced Pilate with truth. He didn't flash, and you shouldn't flash either. You need to do the same. Okay? So, as I told you, I've been in the trenches before. And family, war taught me all about grit. It taught me about how faith brings on hope. You're not alone in this. The 34 number of Psalm verse 18 says, "The Lord is close-hearted to the broken-hearted." Now, no lawyer, remember, he's always your advocate. Jesus is your advocate. If you want to level up that fight, if you really want to level up that fight, grab my free renewal kit at marcus-hart.com. It got plenty of hacks to keep your head straight. You can grab it right now for free. Let's dig into a common urban snack, like the shady landlord, dodging repairs and how evidence can flip the script. You got to keep it gritty, man. They 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 would like just avoid everything that they did wrong and put it all on you. So let's keep it a buck, man. One pro say it's not going to be an easy cakewalk at all. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. Courts can be absolutely cold. Judges can, you know, they can be even colder because they're not there to babysit. And clerks, they don't coach. They don't tell you anything. You might fumble the paperwork somewhere. You might miss a rule. You might face a slick opponent. I seen it. Sister in Milwaukee, she lost her deposit case because she didn't file it right. But here's the flip side of that, though. You can learn this. Google your state's small claims guide, and that is free online. That costs you nothing to grab up. And you can watch YouTube videos. Replay mine a couple of times. Real folks, they gonna spill the tea for you. Okay, you're not helpless at all, family. You are an absolute warrior. Jesus didn't back down from Rome. You don't back down either. Resilience is absolutely your edge. You want to prep hard. You want to pray even harder. Philippians 4:13 says, "I can do all things through Christ." That right there is your gasoline to put in the car, man, and to get it rolling when the system feel like it's stacked against you. My mastermind crew at marcus-hart.com, we're grinding through chaos together, and you can join us to build that grit that you need. So let's look at the bigger picture. Let's have some reflection here. Let's zoom out a bit, family. Why does this matter? Why does it matter? Because urban justice ain't just about one win. It's about reclaiming that power that you could be giving away. You don't want to give away your power. No lawyer shouldn't mean no shot, because I didn't see lawyers come in there and just crash and burn after you paid all that money. But I'm here. I'm standing. I've seen it. Iraq locals sharing the meal, which shifted the whole vibe. One step, one case, it all ripples. You're not just saving cash. You are shining light in the darkness where it needs to be. Faith is your absolute anchor. Jesus fought for the least, and he's going to be fighting with you in court, right in the courtroom. I've seen it. I have walked away from cases. No blemish. And you can, if you're feeling burned out at all, if you're feeling depleted, you still got a spark. Fan that spark right into the blaze, okay? Put it all in there. This ain't no theory. It's battle tested. Win or lose, no draws. We don't want no draws. You're going to be growing together. And you're going to be growing stronger together if you, stick with me, of course. So family, that's the word right there that I'm giving you. So what happens without a lawyer? You may be asking. You can win pro se style. Small claims is your turf. Stack evidence, speak the truth, lean on Jesus. Did this hit you? If it hit you, smash that like button, drop a fight on in the comment section, and share it with a brother or a sister who may be stuck in urban chaos. They need this also. Subscribe to the Urban News Journal. Hit that notification bell. We're going to be dropping faith-fired heat every week. And I might throw in a bonus here and now. So grab my free renewal toolkit and join the mastermind at marcus-hart.com. These are tools to help you shine through the grind. Keep it real. Keep it Jesus first. Peace out and blessings.